One, two, three. One, two, three. Let's go.
Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, aka the Pisceans here, and this is another one of your collective messages. Okay, this one is oranges and Archangel Sammael. Choose harmonious responses, act with wisdom and grace. Okay, that's what we talking about. I'm gonna read it out the book because I've been getting like a little bit out the book. This book that came with these cards is amazing. Okay, like it's dope because it's got a lot of angel and cosmic info together, which is kind of rare. I don't know why, as if they don't go together. What else was I gonna say? Nothing. I'm gonna read this, then I'll tell you about oranges. No, there's stuff I have to say. Did I say like and subscribe if you get anything out of this? Thank you to those of you who have already liked and subscribed. Okay, if you want to contribute to the channel or get a personal reading, my Amazon wishlist link and my email is in the description box. And that's it, I think. Okay. So Archangel Sammael in the book, it says, if your soul wishes to progress on your ascension path through the training schools, run on the interplanes by the Seraphim Seraphina. So yeah, there's ascension path training schools that are run on the inner planes of the Seraphim Seraphina. You must first apply to Archangel Metatron. As soon as permission is granted, Archangel Sammael will connect with you. He prepares you for this higher intergalactic work by presenting you with challenges to your ego. Okay, so that's why you are being tested so much right now, because you probably are already connected in with Archangel Metatron. A lot of us, are. And after that, Archangel Sammael comes in and gives you all of this test to see how far your ego, I guess not how far your ego, but how quiet your ego is. Okay. He is sometimes known as the Archangel of Death, for as well as breaking down all the blocks created by your ego. And you could be breaking a lot of just old things that you were taught as a child to do, like a lot of old activities and things like that. He tries to eradicate your negative ego. So they're trying to get our egos to die. That's what's going on. Some ego deaths are happening. He orchestrates those stubborn trials that keep appearing in your life in order to bring about humility. So you might be running into the same people over and over again right now and running into what you think is the same energy, but they're just tests. And if you're reacting to anything negative with an emotional reaction, then you're receiving that test again, just so you know. So you should only be giving an emotional reaction to good things, to things that excite you, things that make you happy, things that you look forward to. If somebody calling you a bitch should not bring you out of your character and make you want to cuss them out. It can make you want to cuss them out, but you should, turn the other cheek, so to speak, which is real hard. Don't let me say it like I'm super good at it, because I'll cuss a bitch out quick. But I go where spirit tell me to go. Okay, it's just how I am. Like sometimes spirit rah, let's get them. Okay. Drawing this card suggests that you are on a fast track to ascension. For Archangel Sammael is preparing you to move forward. Your guidance is to examine your motivations and your ego in all areas of your life. Be honest, let go of your belief that you are right or your desire to be right. So you have to release the desire to be right, or, because some of us be right, but it's it shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're right or not. To be quite honest with you, it's pointless to convince someone that you're right, because the truth doesn't even exist. It's in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty. So something that's the truth to me could be a lie to the next person, because they choose not to believe that. So let go of the need to be right, because it's pointless. Okay, people are going to believe what they want to believe. Whenever you have a thought that you are better or more spiritual than another, cancel it. If you think your view is right or the only understanding, let it go. Take particular note of problems that keep coming back, for they contain the most important lessons. Choose a gentle and harmonious response to a person or situation. You are called to use your wisdom and act with grace at all times. The way to work with Archangel Sammael is to recognize that while you are a magnificent spiritual being, you are also a small cog in the vastness of the cosmos. Remember that death to your ego is life to your spirit. Ego death, that's where we find happiness. That's why I start smiling, because that's what I heard in my head. Murdered my ego when you walked away. I see 909 too right here. It's 909 right now, so I'm gonna look up that number. But the orange, I want to tell you about the orange, because you know the card came with the orange, not the other way around. Anyways, spiritual interpretations of oranges often revolve around wealth, prosperity, progress, and true love. So overall, an orange is symbolically a spectacularly positive symbol that is rarely, if ever, seen in a negative light. Like, who doesn't like oranges? Who just looks at oranges and be like, ugh, orange? No one. They'd be like, ooh, look at the orange trees. Let's see, what else? It is believed that oranges attract prosperity and success. Did I say that already? Yeah. They also bring energizing and uplifting energy. They also attract good fortune. You know what? This makes perfect sense, okay? So this is like a big ass spiritual arrow pointing to the good luck that you're attracting to you. But you need to let your ego die. Like, your ego gets in the way a lot. Like, your ego is the part of you that gets mad or that gets petty, you know. Don't act from a place of your ego. Like, hold up, let me just all right. Don't act from your ego, all right? Try to be nice. Try to be cool. Like, just be cool. Like, you ain't got to be nice, you know, all chummy, all kiki with bitches, but you don't have to act from a very rude and disrespectful place all the time, too. And it's like, it's such a drain on your energy when you be running around doing that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out which cards they want me to grab. They want me to grab these. So, did I say God, archangels, ancestors, assistant masters, all beings of light only? You're welcome into this reading. Please give the Pisces and Seer Collective the best and most accurate information for them at this time. You know what? I'm high, but I wasn't all spacey. I did 2 videos already, okay? So, you might be high right now. I mean, I'm not projecting. I'm just saying, like, I really felt like I got higher. Your past supports your future, okay? So, this is why. Because, like, okay, your ego, it holds on to things, right? It's like the subconscious is part of your ego, okay? It holds on to things, and you treat people a certain way according to, like, you know, whatever your ego's mad at them about that they've done before. It's like, you don't have to keep treating them like this way. You can still be the bigger person and be nice to them. And I know that sentence, woo, like, I know you're tired of hearing that shit. You hate when people be like, why don't you just be the bigger person? I don't know. You could be a Gemini. Oh, look at this. I didn't know why I said that, but look at this. Look at the Ace of Swords right here. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You can have a lot of water in your chart, but also you need to go with the flow, okay? You need to go with the flow and stop letting your ego take over everything. Like, get back to the elemental, you know, because when you were younger, before you started going through all kinds of shit, like, your ego wasn't just spouting off a whole bunch of bullshit and having you be mad. Like, you were very grateful for everything that you got. You were very appreciative, and Spirit's asking you to go back to that. That's how you're going to make your your ego die. I heard to imagine your I mean, I'm sorry, just giggle because of the things that I just be hearing sometimes. It surprises me too. They said to imagine like, okay, I heard two things. Imagine like air or clouds in, imagine your subconscious space, what it looks like, and imagine air or clouds in it. Or imagine the air dragon flying around in there, okay? Because you are a creator. Air, but I already just was talking about the air signs. You could really be an air sign or a water sign. Oh my, okay. All right. But quieting your ego is really going to make you rise up in whatever you're doing. It's going to feed your artistic side. Because you're hella epic. I just seen the card that said you are epic. All right. The distraction of shiny things. So, okay, be careful with getting distracted by shiny things, okay? The air signs and the water signs, which is hilarious, really like shiny things, don't we? It's like well, I don't know about the air signs. They can be a bit complicated. And they would probably say the same thing about the water signs, right? But I think that's kind of the point. Like, don't let your ego do that. What I was just doing. Don't compare yourself to anything or anyone. Like, everyone is different, okay? Look, the edge of evolution feels messy, and overthinking can spoil the magic, and that's what your ego does. It overthinks, it overworks, it's always fucking going with some sort of negative narrative, and you have to quiet it in order to ascend properly, okay? Your soul shines because of it, but it was in reverse, because your soul doesn't shine as long as your ego is in charge. I'm gonna leave it in reverse. So you have a very strong intuition, very strong crown chakra, a very strong throat chakra too, although you don't use your throat chakra as much as spirit would like you to. They want you to stop worrying about how messy everything seems and just go with the flow. You could be 48, 37, 28, 57, 40. You can have a birthday of the 6th of any month or the 11th of any month, okay? The sacred flow of yes. You need to get into the sacred flow of yes. My bad, I got slightly distracted by a notification, okay? You need to get into the sacred flow of saying yes, not to everyone, but to spirit, because right now your ego is keeping you from being in perfect flow with money. This hasn't flow with money. We're going to turn it over. We're going to turn it over and switch that energy, because I know you're going to take this advice and get into flow with this money, right? Spirit. That's why they want you to quiet your ego, so they can bless you, so you can have the luck. Maybe you used to be really lucky and you're like, I don't know what happened. I used to be so lucky, like, because you need to befriend the word polarize, first of all, which is just like in polarity, there's this thing and there's this thing, right? And both of these things are the same thing, but there's all these different choices and colors, like say black and white, you know, they're the same thing, but there's all these different gray areas in the middle that, you know, keep it from being black or white. So, you need to know that those are, like, that's why you need to befriend that word. You can go either way. You can choose, make the choices that you need to make. But as long as you're using your intuition to make those choices and not letting your ego make those choices, you'll be fine. Like, you need to fall in love with your own story, you know? Fall in love with your mistakes. Fall in love with your perfect imperfections. Perfectly imperfect things about you that you don't like. It says ambush fear with your ferocious dreams. Okay. It says follow through. They're saying you need to follow through. I heard you never follow through. You might be the kind of person that started a lot of different projects and quit because they just weren't for you. It says prosperity's sisters are happiness and joy. So it's very important for you to be very happy. And if you're all in your egoic state, you're not very happy. Like, your ego is loud and your intuition is quiet, and you need to learn to quiet your ego in order to operate from a place of raw intention and really like manifest the way that you really can, because you can. Okay, you are made to Accept. And then, okay, also, this is what they're actually saying. You need to accept and receive. You have to be open to accepting and receiving the stuff too. That's actually a thing. Like, but you have to quiet your ego first, because your ego is quick to talk about you too. Your ego will talk shit about you. Like, no, you don't deserve that type of thing, you know? And if you get that, you can literally tell your ego to be quiet. You can be like, be quiet. And it will, like, trust me. Because you're in control of your body. Like, there's not one part of your body that you can't will to do what you want it to do. You need to cozy up with taking risks, and your ego talks you out of taking risks, okay? Your intuition walks you right into the lucky situations that you need to be in. And your intuition is going to be what walks you into this collaboration of souls. So you can mirror people that are just that who have sacred souls just like you. Oh my gosh, their souls are on fire, but you need to, there's like some horde of doubt. Like, there's doubt that you are magic, and that's the most important part, is that you know you're magic. I'm gonna get some of these. You need to know that you're magical. You also could be 23, 22, 51. Did I say 36, 54, 43, 34, 32? Or your birthday could be on the 9th of any month, okay? Yeah, you need to ask your angels for whatever guidance that you need, okay? Don't be afraid to say no to folks. And prepare for the big happy changes that are coming your way. Like, this is all they're trying to do. You need to make sure that you're communicating clearly from your heart, okay? Through your throat chakra and out of your mouth to others. But it's all up to you. You choose the way that you're going. It's all up to you and the choices you make. If you choose to operate from your ego, then you choose to learn the same lessons over and over again until you dead the ego. You know, and you even risk delaying your romantic life because you're letting your ego rule your relationships. Let me. Yeah, it's all about if you believe. Whatever you believe, that's what you can make happen. If you don't believe it, then it's not going to happen. You have to have the trust in the divine, because this trust will outweigh whatever your ego comes in and says, you know. And then eventually you stop operating from your ego so much that shit just dies off. Like, you forget that shit is back there. Look, yes. And you be so balanced, like it's like it gets, you know, extracted out of your head. See how it's kind of like a little dark circle? Like, they just, like, the spirit just pulling that ego out of her head, because she finds this perfect balance. So this is where you need to be at. Gratitude, Archangel Sammael. Yeah. So make sure that you're listening to your intuition and not your ego, okay? This is what they really wanted to address with these oranges, okay? Oh, I heard peel back, because oranges, you peel them, right? Like, peel back those layers. Like, that's kind of perfect, okay? Like, your intuition is the sweet, good part inside, and, you know, your ego can be bitter and not good. You gotta peel it off to get to the fruit of the matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? To get to the good part, you have to peel things back. So don't be afraid to peel back the layers of your ego to get to a place where you're operating from your heart. Ooh, that was fire. Okay, I'm done. I have another one, and I'll see you later.